Hello, today we're going to learn about the letter A. Right, here's the shape of the letter A. This is the mommy A, and this is the baby A. And we're going to learn how to write these letters and how to say their sounds. Go like this so that we have a circle and the letter A right there. Okay, I like to use my right hand for this. There we go. A says A. A says A. Apple, ant, at, and. A says A.
A said A. B said B. A said A. B said B.
So before we get into writing the letter, I want to talk a little bit about the sound and why we have to be careful about what words we show our children when they're first learning the sounds. So a lot of times in phonics book, you'll see words like airplane or arm or artist, but none of these A's actually say A. This is a long A. This is a long A. Airplane. Ain. This is an R controlled vowel. R. R. So that doesn't actually say A. So it can be very confusing when you're learning it for the first time. You also have words like hall. Okay? But here AL says aw. So we need to be careful about what words we are selecting. Make sure that you're only showing your first time learners vowels that have the A sound, like cat and hat and. Now we're going to work on writing the letter A. So remember, we can trace it in the air, down, down, cross, and around and then down. So practice that with your child. Get them to put their finger up in the air. Let's trace it down, down, cross, and then we're going to start at the top. We're going to go around and down. So with the letter A here, remember on the line in the book, that's where we're going to write. So the first stroke is down, like this. The second stroke is down, and the third stroke is right in the middle, across like that. So we're not going to go up, down like this, okay? No. And we're not going to do something where we have a gap at the top like this, because that's an H. So we're not going to do that either. Okay? Then for baby A, we're going to start just below the line, right here. And we're going to come up to the line, go around, come back down, and then lift your pencil up and do the second line here. So here this is 1, 2, and 3, and here is 1 and 2. Now with baby A, sometimes the kids, when they're trying to hit that line, they'll come down and they'll square it off like this because they're going straight down to it like this. So working on that circle is one of the reasons why we do the drawing lessons instead of just doing writing. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the book. Please turn to page 3. A says A, like an apple. Color the letter that says A. Then read each word. Am, and, add, ant, at. And our sight words are an. Then color the letters that say A. Okay, remember to get your hand on the book, and let's turn it up a little bit like this. There we go. The red line, and you're going to go down here first. So 1, then 2, then 3. Okay, you try. Okay, can you make one all by yourself? Hand on the book. And you just try to make sure that you hit the line there, okay? Alright, you try yourself. Color the ant. Okay, here you go. Next, we're going to do our writing practice by drawing a picture for the letter A. Now, one thing I want to point out is when your children are making their shapes, make sure that they are making good sized circles, not little itty bitty tiny ones like this. So if they do something small like that, that's where you get out mommy or daddy's eraser, erase it and say, let's make something a little bigger, okay? So let's start out with a circle. Let's remember to draw from the top, going down like this, okay? Next, let's make an oval over here, okay? Now over here, let's make the bottom part of a B, okay? Let's give it a couple of antennae on this one, and an eye and a smile. And now, how many legs does an ant have? That's right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make 6 L's for the legs, okay? And then after we're done with that, in the box on the top, we can write the letter A. Circle and a line down, and then N, and then T, down and cross. If they don't do so well on these, don't worry. Let's just make sure they get the A right though. Ant. This is an ant. Okay, so we have finished the first page of our letter A, and now let's take a look at our student. Do they seem a little tired, a little fussy? Are they moving around a lot? Are they looking like they don't want to do it anymore? Okay, well, let's take a break. We don't need to push. Remember, this is supposed to be fun. Watch a nature video about some ant colonies or bees and get them talking and interested in that topic, and then we can come back to this tomorrow. All right, now that we've had our break, let's turn to page 4 in our book and we'll get started on that. Help the worm eat all the mommy and baby in the apple. How many mommy did the worm eat? How many baby did the worm eat? Okay, so you're going to follow along. Now you can't go through any letters that are not mommy A or baby A, so you got to follow and go to the next A, okay? Okay, now let's go back over our line and count all of the mommy A's first. So, just the mommy A's. How many do you see?
1, 2, 7.
Okay, write the number 7. Very good. Okay, now let's count the baby A's.
1,
Good, very good. So 7 mommy A's and 7 baby A's. Very good. All right, that's it for the letter A today. Let's review. A says ah. Can you do that? A says ah. And let's remember B. What does B say? B says B. That's right. B says B. Very good. Our next video will be a quiz where we will review those 2 letters and see how well you can remember them. Good job.
กดติดตาม กดกระดิ่ง Follow ไลค์และแชร์เพื่อที่จะได้ไม่พลาดคลิปของเรา และสนับสนุนพวกเราได้ที่ patreon.com/meloncase หรือ meloncase.net นะคะ